Bienvenidos amiguitos del Uno y Calavera, una tarde más a mi canal. Hoy vamos a cambiar el baloncito de pinchos por un poquito de nostalgia. Vamos a darle un poquito aquí al Return to Monkey Island. Es que es un juego que hace muchas ganas. Hace mucho tiempo que le tengo ganas. Ya jugué el 1 y el 2, los jugué hace como 7000 años en un 386 con en un 386 de un amigo, en casa de un amigo, cuando yo no tenía ordenador, con sonido de PC Speaker. Luego sí que es cierto que me pasé los remaster que sacaron del 1 y el 2, con su correspondiente nostalgita, que le dabas ahí el botoncito de cambiar al formato antiguo. Cada pantallita que iba le daba esos bofetones de nostalgia. Oye, ¿qué pasa? ¿Por qué se ve mal esto ahora, macho? A ver. ¿Se ha descuadrado porque le ha apetecido o qué? Es que parece que no está como a pantalla completa, ¿no? Y al pinchar aquí se descuadra. Vamos a ver. Vídeo, entiendo, ¿no? Pantalla completa. Está en pantalla completa. ¿Por qué no? Vamos a ver. Claro, es que si salgo se pira, y cuando entro, a ver. No entiendo esto. Claro, el problema es que si estoy en OBS se reduce. Pues vamos a tener que quitar la pantalla completa o qué. A ver. Sí, ¿no? Parece que ahora sí. Y si ahora hago así y aumento la pantalla. No, claro, es que se ve esa mierdecilla ahí arriba, ¿no? Claro, es que al cambiar al OBS se reduce la pantalla, macho. Y por eso no me deja capturarlo como pantalla completa. Vale, vamos a ver si podemos hacerlo así. No, claro, es que en el momento que salgo y pincho en el OBS se reduce. Vale, ahora sí. No, tampoco. Bueno, ya lo arreglaremos. Vamos a dejarlo así. Y ya está. Interfaz, texto, idioma. Esto es el nombre del interlocutor. Esto supongo que será para cuando hablan que ponga el nombre de quien sea. Bueno, esto ya lo iremos viendo. Sonido. Quizá lo vamos a bajar un poquito la música. Vale. A ver qué bueno aquí. Mirar álbum de recuerdos si no conoces Monkey Island o necesitas un repaso. Vamos a ver qué es esto.
Hey, want to see my Mighty Pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate.
Pero un segundo, esto no tiene... Idioma los textos español, texto voces... Texto más voces, ¿no? Subtítulos de efectos sonoros. Vale, estos serán las onomatopeyas. Montaje de los autores. Más cotorreo, peor ritmo. Esto no entiendo. A ver.
Hey, want to see my mighty pirate
Ahora
scrapbook?
sí.
It's filled with my adventures. Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate. In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. Things took an unexpected turn while I was working on the 3
Vale,
trials.
esto es un pequeño repaso de lo que pasó en los
Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not
Monkey
found on
1 y
any map.
2.
We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop
Vale,
the
y si
wedding.
pinchas aquí en
Or
cada
so I
uno te
thought.
pone...
It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that? By then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay? I defeated LeChuck, and he basically exploded. It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big
Esto
Whoop.
del
I
2.
met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets. Elaine always seems to know when I need her. I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps.
Vale,
The
está
mysterious
seguido.
voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up. The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture. I got eaten by a snake. I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. I got buried alive. Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker. This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scum bar handle the catering. This is the daisy we stomped on together. Wedding traditions are weird. It's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride. The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean. Or so it seemed. I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. Morgan Le Fay betrayed me, even after we bonded inside a giant manatee. I should have trusted her less. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course. Love did win out in the end. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Conseguir más papel. Vale. Pues vamos a empezar. Nueva partida. Modo casual, toda la historia y diversión, pero con puzzles casuales para los jugadores atareados. Un modo difícil, más puzzles y más difíciles a tope para este es el bueno.
Take this, LeChuck!
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
Este es el final del 2, claro.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes,
sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs.
Por botifarras.
Those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Vale, aquí entiendo que es clic izquierdo, clic derecho, clic izquierdo para hablar.
Wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
Sounds real. Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs. I once got a scurvy.
Vale, vamos a ver qué hay por aquí. Estos son las butifarras.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog. It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key.
Someplace.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Exhibit removed. Aww. Smells like grog. Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs
Vale, esto es
instead.
el
I'm hungry.
comprar escorbutifarras y buscar la llave de la letrina. Vale. De aquí entiendo, ¿no? Que es... Y aquí está la
Put
llave
it
de la
on a
letrina.
leg to keep you from walking off with it.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
Ah, vale, aquí te pone dos opciones, con botón izquierdo y botón derecho, ¿no? No hay nada más por aquí. Sí. Patapollos fritos.
How much are those chicken foot fries?
Chicken foot fries are 2 pieces of 8.
Can we get some chicken foot fries?
You got 2 pieces of 8? That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Have you got any?
No.
Then no fries.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
You kids better have money.
Yeah. We've got all kinds of money. Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
Vale, pues tenemos la llavecita. Vamos a ver.
It unlocks the
Examinar.
outhouse.
Vale.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in? Good! You unlocked it!
Vale.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake...
A fake
Vale.
coin is almost as good as a real coin. Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No
Joder,
way!
qué asco.
You do it.
Okay. Gross. Gross.
A ver, aquí nada, ¿no?
Gross. Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do. Hey, Chucky. It says you're supposed to wash your hands.
I never wash my hands.
Vamos a ver si metiendo esto. A ver,
It
mirar.
looks like a piece of 8 if you don't see very well.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
No se puede usar, ¿no? Aquí. Vamos a ver si con esto cuela.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
What can we get with this?
Dios, qué asco.
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
Uf, qué ascazo.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours. So good. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? I can stand on my head without using my hands.
Vale, ahora esto está ya. Trastear y explorar, buscar a nuestros verdaderos padres. A ver, ¿esto qué es?
So good.
I want to say 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run.
Es lo mismo, ¿no?
I guess they don't like visitors.
I have an extra tooth in the back.
Vale,
I can
entiendo que
feel
por
it
aquí
with
no hay
my
nada
tongue.
más. Vale, dando doble clic va más rápido. Se podrá ir por aquí, entiendo, ¿no?
That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Esto parece lo del concurso de escupitajos, ¿no? Ah, pues son carreras. A ver, ¿qué me ha apuntado? Mirar el ancla, ganar a Chucky en una carrera, dar de comer a la pata, echar salsa en mi butifarra, ensayar la lucha con espada, buscar un trébol de 4 hojas, pedir un deseo en el pozo de los deseos. Vale, lo de la salsa puede ser aquí donde la letrina, a lo mejor.
Let's not go back there again.
Ah, no, la
We'll just get
letrina es
yelled
aquí.
at.
No,
anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly, and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get all kinds of people infested, but the word anchor, they're called that because yeah, I'm kind of an expert on it.
Sí que se enrolla así. ¿Te has perdido algo? Pulsa coma para ver. Vale, ok. Ah, esto está muy bien. Para no tener que repetir textitos.
Hey, Chucky, wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
Ah, vale.
Chucky wins!
Woohoo! Yeah!
Next time for sure.
Que tenía que darle clic, no sabía yo.
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1.
Hey, cheater!
Ah, vale.
You have to wait until I say go.
He ido de guay.
You up for another race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
Ahí está.
I win!
Hostia. Vale, eso está ya. Dar de comer a la pata, echar salsa en mi escorbutifarra, ensayar la lucha con espada. La pata será esta, ¿no? Entiendo.
I want to feed the duck! I want to feed the duck!
Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them?
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
Ah, vale, que ya bebía pan.
Hey, hands off! That's our bread!
Excuse me,
Yes?
could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Excuse me,
Yes?
will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah,
Bla, bla, bla.
blah, blah.
Gotta run.
How rude.
¿Qué es
What's
esto? A
this
ver.
red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup.
Es
It's
ketchup.
supposed to be
Vale, bueno, voy a poner
really good
salsita.
with scurvy dogs. At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy. You're not going to touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
Ah, vale,
You
esto
should
puedo
put that on
coger.
your scurvy dog.
O sea que lo mismo da. Lo mismo dará que dará lo mismo. Vale, para ensayar la lucha con espada.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Vale, a ver qué más hay por aquí. Trébol de 4 hojas, que es este, entiendo.
Do not pick the 4-leaf clovers. As if! Let's look for a 4-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
I found one!
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
Vale, a ver cómo damos de comer.
Don't feed the duck.
A la pata.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Nada, esto es lo mismo de antes.
Never mind. I never thought I'd ever find one. I want to feed the duck.
¿Se le puede dar de comer el trébol o no? Sí. Vale, pues ya está. Y quedaría pedir un deseo en el pozo de los deseos.
I should find a coin to throw in. I should find a coin to throw in.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
What you looking at?
Those kids jumping rope down there? They're doing it wrong.
Vale, ¿y dónde encontramos una moneda?
Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
A ver si estos nos dan una monedita.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
I want to feed the duck. I want to feed the duck.
Hay una moneda ahí, coño. Escondida. Si aquí tenga bigote, deseo que Vivi desaparezca. Deseo una planta chula. Sí, algo parecido, Gropa, sí. Nah, es el Monkey Island, a ver qué tal está. Vamos a ver, recemos porque esté medio bien.
I wish we could speak backwards. Girl, what is...
Yes, you know.
Yes, well, yes,
¿Qué? Ah, bueno, claro, si salgo de aquí se pone en pausa, tú.
was fun.
Aw, man, it wore off.
Too bad. You made more sense than usual.
Vale, pues ya hemos hecho todo. Vamos para acá.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Ah, vale, que es el hijo.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh, boy. That takes me back.
I like it when Chucky asks me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Y aquí empieza el juego, entiendo, ¿no? Pi. Musicón ahora, ¿no? Ahí está. Es que podría haberle puesto las voces en español, no hubiera estado mal. ¿Cómo sonaba esto en el PC Speaker, Igualito. Parte 1, un lugar acogedor. Logro desbloqueado, parte 1, vale, muy bien.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashbuckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
LeChuck kidnapped my
wife.
He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Shouldn't you be on your way to the Scum Bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
I was just about to head down there. I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Interior de la isla, bajar a los muelles. Aquí está el Scum Bar.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's dedicated to dedication. I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard. I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
Vale.
Some things never change. The Scum Bar will be here as long as there are pirates. Damn pirate wannabes. It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
Pues para mí. Vale, ¿esto qué es? ¿Como un trivial o qué? Vale, había un logro que era algo de contestar las 100 preguntas del trivial, supongo que será. Fondo del Scum Bar está la cocina. Correcto, muy bien. Pues ya tenemos una.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Vale, me van a decir lo mismo, ¿verdad? Y este
I'm here
también,
to talk
¿no?
to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Bueno, estamos in the back. Aquí están. Hostia, este es chiquitete, ¿eh?
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders.
Get lost.
Se han cambiado un poquito, ¿no?
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Where are the 3 older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a prize of incalculable monetary value.
I don't know about incalculable. Quick, who can count to 0 the fastest?
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
A ver, vamos a ver si podemos ir a la cocina.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe, how have you been?
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote Lyme's as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old. Did I mention I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island?
No, I don't think you did. Well, that's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm thinking I'll steal one.
As far as I know, the only ship out there is LeChuck's.
Even better. 2 birds with 1 stone.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Ooh, I think I hear the health inspector.
What?
Ay, me equivoqué otra
Just
vez.
kidding. These new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
I've missed your wit. And your low alcohol tolerance.
Hey! Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Active little guys, aren't they? Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Looks like a mugshot.
Stay away from that picture.
Esto habrá que quitárselo.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Pleasantly scorching hot. I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Pues mira, ya tenemos.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Ya tenemos un cordoncito. Algo. Ojo, ahí había algo, ¿no? Parecía. La fregona.
Will you advance me the down payment on a ship if I help you clean up?
Put that down before you hurt yourself.
What?
Clearly, there's a lot you don't know about mops.
Honestly, I think I prefer to keep it that way.
Vale, pues vámonos.
Elaine?
Guybrush!
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
I was hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you?
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks. I'll try that. Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye first.
No, you say bye first.
Bye.
Bye.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to... Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
Vale, esto es para volver a los muelles. Ah, mira, la tienda Voodoo.
Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally and historically accurate. The sign says so. They're having a half-off sale.
Vamos a ver qué hay.
The International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
Bueno, eso no mola, ¿eh?
Really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Vale. La tienda de mapas de Wally. Y aquí a la calle Mayor.
Oh, yeah. That clock has been broken for decades now.
A ver qué es
Property
esto.
foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
Ah, esta era la tienda de regalos, chachi.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Otro que está también. Vamos a ir a la calle Mayor a ver qué hay.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Hi,
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
La iglesia, cerrajería, la cárcel, el callejón. Coño, este es el de los ataúdes, ¿no? El Stan.
Employees only. Employees only.
Pero con cara de payaso, parece. O será lo del circo de los Fettuccine Brothers.
The note says, forced... Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Esa es la cárcel.
A visitor! Wait. Guybrush Threepwood?
Sí, es Stan.
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice. Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well, except the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Vale, a ver qué hay por aquí.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Ah, mira, esta está chunga de cuando la quemamos con el grog, ¿no? Tiene
Any writing
pinta.
that was once here has been rubbed away. Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I
Qué
do.
guapo, qué recuerdos, moviendo los brazos ahí todo el
Believe me, I
rato.
feel worse about it than you do.
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose a sale, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters. It's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Melee Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whenever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Are you sure there's no way I can get a ship from you?
I'm afraid that's the case.
Nuts. It's starting to look like LeChuck's ship really is the only available ship on the island. See you later.
Yep.
Vale, vámonos. ¿Y esto qué
It says
ponía?
jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Ah, muy bien.
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Vale, vamos a ver la cerrajería.
Welcome to my shop.
Hiya. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
What's that lock?
That's for hats.
What's this lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a fail-safe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the Undertaker here years ago. Seems to know a lot of things that maybe don't quite fit together.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key. One that opens all locks at once.
All at once? Well, how does that work?
No idea. It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
How would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass. Try down at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
But she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
Vale, o sea, deberíamos saber.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
Ahí hay que echar algo, ¿no? Para mirar.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Y aquí directamente hay
Any
algo
writing that was
encima.
once here has been rubbed away.
Ah, está borrado.
You look like you're having a good time.
Vale.
Looks sort of like an eye.
Por aquí a donde vamos. Mansión de la gobernadora, a ver.
Carla.
Swordmaster, ¿no?
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Eso es.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
When was the last time you had a bath?
Ha! That was marginally clever.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
I hope you're not still sore about that thing with the ship that one time?
Ancient history.
Oh, good.
I can think of plenty of more recent things to hold against you.
Oh.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine can handle it. She doesn't need me.
I don't doubt that. But it isn't about what she does or doesn't need. If it isn't about the Scurvy Project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her Scurvy Project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year.
Pues pero combatido de insultos ahí otra vez. Estaría todo guapo.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh. I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it. Warning, do not try these tricks at home. The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Esto supongo que habrá que hacer algo en un futuro.
Edgy. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Me lo llevo.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today.
Travesía sin fin, truco vudú, el gran libro de mapa del tesoro, ingredientes, estrategias de combate náuticas y la autobiografía de John Lenny. Bueno, no voy a pedir ninguno de momento. Ya cuando necesitemos, supongo que habrá que venir aquí. A ver, el interior de la isla. Vale, estamos aquí. Bosque. Calle Mayor. Barco de LeChuck. Vamos a ir al astillero, a ver.
Wow, it's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's. It's a dried-up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's.
Vale, tenemos una esponjita. Quizá con la esponja podamos limpiarlo de la cerradura.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
The pen is mightier than the sword. It's hopeless. It's soft and extra fuzzy. It's good for relieving stress.
They say the only real prison is the one in your head. But
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
Vale, no parece. Eso parece que está como derretido, ¿no?
Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
Vale, se ha borrado, no es que esté manchado. Vale, pues vamos a volver a la isla. Me quedaría ir al bosque, a ver.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Vale, están todos en el... Creo que voy a tener que ir a ver a LeChuck, a ver si me deja entrar en el bosque.
Purple flowers. These must be lavender, or monkshood, or cyclamen, a classic specimen of a lot. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Si no, tiene pinta de esto.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Vale, pues vamos a ir a lechaquear, me parece a mí.
How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Absolutely. I'd love to be a swabby.
Vamos a vendernos un
Swabbing is one of my
poquito.
favorite things in the whole world. The restful, mindless repetition, the delicate scent of old soapy water, the proud satisfaction of a sparkling plank.
Okay. Save the strokes for the decks. The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Andrew LeChuck, nephew.
A ver si cuela.
Ballsy play, Andrew. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry, can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Bueno, la fregona sé dónde está. No sé si podré cogerla.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
Podemos coger grog, a lo mejor.
Say what you want about my evil horde. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Esto es a la lista de tareas, ¿no? Sobre el problema, la primera oficial me reconoce y no me da trabajo. Conseguir una fregona, vale. Ah, esto era lo del libro de pistas, entiendo, ¿no? No, no necesito una pista. Este es el libro de pistas, vale. Esto es lo del trivial, pero que no tengo nada nuevo, ok.
No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4.
Vale, vamos a ver si conseguimos...
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Vale, ya han vuelto todos, ¿no? Tiene pinta. Vamos a ver si podemos conseguir la fregona. Ojo, aquí hay...
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
The Loom.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes!
Now get lost.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me. I said not to touch that. You don't use someone else's mop.
Why not?
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
Vale.
Okay, I guess I'll do it.
Vale, voy a ver si encuentro...
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Vale, entiendo que lo que se ha notado aquí es fabricar una fregona. Eso es, buscar el árbol de palos. Vamos a ir a la tienda de mapas, a ver si tiene mapas Wally del bosque. Y ya le vemos, hombre.
Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree?
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed
Astilla
to
del
make a
árbol.
map.
Vale.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. Haha, a little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
Bye.
Ok. Vale.
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Vale, con esto a lo mejor podemos ver...
I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Esto a lo mejor podemos mirar lo de la cerradura.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the... Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It said the first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. Good old mazes. Can't get enough I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself.
Vale, necesitamos una astilla. Esto está chungo. Vamos a ver en la cárcel si... Ojo, mientras tanto en el barco de LeChuck.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Vale, vamos a ver si funciona
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
el monóculo.
Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straits.
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Vale. Y a ver si ahora cuela.
Hi there.
Hi there. This is the number for the jail cell lock. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
Vale, vamos a ver si...
Jail is like a...
I already copied the serial number. This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells. Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Darn it! I've been trying to inventory the spiders, but they keep eating each other, and I have to start over.
A ver si podemos
No
abrir esto
thanks, I'm
también.
about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad.
Vale.
Looks sort of like an eye.
Vale, pues no sé si realmente...
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door. Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
Aquí no hay nada, ¿verdad? En absoluto. A ver.
It seems to be stuck.
Uy, ¿qué ha pasado? Me ha salido el juego.
Closed.
Ah, vale. A ver dónde consigo la astilla para el paro.
It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been...
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? Not for me. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. I'm not gonna touch it.
Yendo a la fregona habrá que hacerla con el palo, con el peluche
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
y con el cordel, ¿no?
It's hopeless.
Vale, tengo que ponerme una careta o algo, ¿no? Tiene pinta.
Too bad it's empty. Keep up the good work, buddy. It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have
Vaya,
all
hombre.
gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's
Además que sí.
always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum.
Ah,
I'm
en el
sure
museo.
the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could
Vale.
restore its abilities.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper.
It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As I said, it has been placed with me for safekeeping.
This key doesn't fit. Scrollwork is nice, but there are no numbers here. The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Vale, por aquí no hay nada más, ¿no? Deberíamos ir.
All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking?
Al museo. ¿Dónde estaba el museo? Aquí. Vale, que ahora sí está abierto.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia
Ya
in the
está el
Caribbean.
parche.
Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
Vale, o sea que podemos coger.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read. Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous Peg Leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
That's a nice oar.
The one with the coffin, yeah. The coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Vale.
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the Dread Pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Coger una astilla de aquí con algo. No.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You could tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy number 1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important.
Destripe del juego pone. A ver qué hay en el almacén. Claro, todo esto estaba lleno antes de los ataúdes y tal, ¿no? Tarjeta del Trigger. Oye, mira. Es este, ¿no? Nada, boxers, no se sabe. Slips. ¿Cómo? A ver, Ivory lleva puesto. Oh, la he palmado. Boxers eran, ¿no? Yo creo.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
Vale.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Vamos a dar al loro.
It doesn't seem interested. What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago. After an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché. Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belongs to supposed. I tried it on.
The display case is locked.
¿Valdrá la llave? No creo, ¿no?
It doesn't fit.
What? Is something wrong?
Well, I was just wiping a smudge off the glass.
Oh, all right. But be careful, guard parrots are attack trained.
Y seguro que este loro me dice algo. Bueno, vamos a ver. Vamos a ir al bosque a ver si encontramos un palo. Pues no parece que haya nada, ¿no? No.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
A ver si tuviera este hombre un... Yo es que no sé si le he preguntado.
Aww,
no se puede
this is
entrar
where I
ahora.
risked my neck for Elaine. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Vale, los puedo juntar a lo mejor.
If one monocle is good,
Eso
two
es.
is better. This was a good idea. They magnify stuff even better since I
Ahora
stuck
puedo
them
ver
together.
el otro
Wally.
número, ¿no?
Bye.
Nada, esto es lo del árbol fregona, pero necesito una
I try to
astilla.
steer clear of sea monsters myself.
Voy a pinchar fuera otra vez. No sé si hay una opción de ir directamente al mapa. A ver.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Vale. Estaba aquí, ¿no? Calle Mayor. Sí.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Ahora dame otra llavecina.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps. Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. It doesn't seem interested. Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
¿Y esto qué es? Cargar, guardar. Voy a guardar, ¿no? No he guardado. Ah, bueno, pero tiene autosave, vale. Ah, pero me parece a mí que en cuanto meta aquí la llave se va a chivar el loro, ¿no?
It doesn't fit.
What? Is something wrong?
Well, I was just wiping a smudge off the glass.
Ah, que he cogido la que no es. Es esta, vale.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good.
That is a really big parrot.
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Vale. A ver, voy a intentar volver.
Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
Sí, la tarjetita del trivia de esa la he perdido ya, ¿no? Vale, pues hay que hacer algo con el loro. Es que por aquí. Si hay algo útil. Vale. Buscar árbol de palos. Ahora mismo me queda un poco perdido, ¿eh? Vamos a volver al astillero a ver. Cubo oxidado.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
No puedo usar. Tengo que desenredar esto, se supone, ¿no? No puedo usarlo con nada. Esto tampoco. Vale, había agua en la cárcel, ¿verdad? Que es en la calle menor. Ahí a lo mejor puedo hacer lo de las galletas. No, la calle mayor.
Hey, kid! Hot diggity, what a day, huh?
Ah, mira, esto no lo he visto.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Vale, a ver si con esto pudiésemos leer.
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off. I don't remember this place being so leaky. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
No one ever works together. All want their own prize.
Vale, vamos a volver a la casa de la gobernadora.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice.
Vale.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Aquí no puedo echar las galletas, ¿no? A ver. Travesía sin fin, trucos vudú. A ver este.
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book. Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh.
Vale. Museo Bosque. O sea, el puesto de vigía, a ver.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Esto, si no me equivoco, hay que echarlo en agua para que
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you. Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not.
Ah, mira que hay una tarjeta de trivia. Vamos a ver. El primer juego en usar el sistema Scum. Maniac Mansion, yo creo, ¿no? O Loom. Hostia, está chunga, ¿eh? Yo creo que Maniac Mansion. Eso es. Pues mira, ya tenemos dos. Por aquí no hay nada, ¿no? Hay palos y tal, pero no...
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's dedicated to dedication.
Le podemos pintar un bigote o algo con la pluma.
Re-elect
Justo,
Governor Carla. She's dedicated to dedication.
Justo sale dibujar un bigote, manda cojones.
That would be fun, but Carla would know it was me.
Eso puede ser que lo hayamos hecho en otro juego. Y por eso me suene. Vale, vamos a ver. Ah, había una gaviota de madera. Ojo, aquí hay...
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir. Fancy. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
A ver si podemos hacer algo.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old. It's like a miniature dance party.
No.
Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only
Va a
importer of
ser
yak
pirata
fat
elegante.
on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Vale, en casa de la gobernadora había un libro que ponía ingredientes, ¿no?
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Vale.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Vale, vamos a ir a eso, a ver.
It'll be
No, ay, joder, ya pincha fuera otra vez.
my ship soon enough.
Hemos dicho... Mansión de la gobernadora. Truco de vudú, relato, ingredientes.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Vale, ¿qué libro es? Ahora voy a hablar con ella.
Well, I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Vale. Vamos a hablar con la peñita a ver si ellos han asistido.
Hi there.
Hiya. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Hello again. Can I get another key made?
Sure. Just write down the serial number and give it to me.
Vale, pues nada. Espera a ver si podemos usar.
Welcome back.
Hi.
No.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
A ver si está me queda.
When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone. You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it.
A ver si Wally me cuenta algo nuevo.
Hey, Wally. Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Vale, ok. La astilla y poco más. La del vudú la tenemos que llevar el parche para que nos haga la magia.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Corina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Dark-er? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to...
Got it. Thanks. Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
Muy bien.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
Tengo la sensación de que algo me dejo por ahí.
If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one. It'll be my ship soon enough. How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions of... I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
Y aquí no podemos echar esto tampoco. Vale, bueno, pues vamos a guardar. Y yo creo que hasta aquí llevamos 2 horitas. Voy a guardar aquí por si acá. Aunque bueno, el autoguarda parece que funciona bien. Pues nada, chicos, lo que os digo siempre, muchas gracias por pasaros. Gracias por apoyar el canal. Y nos vemos en la siguiente partidilla de Monkey Island o de Blood Bowl. Chao. Pero vamos a ver si hay alguien para hacer un raideito. Space Cadet 404. Venga, pues voy a mandar con... A ver si lo escribo bien a la primera. Y a ver si le arreglo lo de la pantalla completa, porque es un coñazo jugar ahí con la... Space Cadet 404. Vale, pues os dejo con Space Cadet 04. Chao.